My name's Lorraine Bowen and I'm the Crumble Lady from Britain's Got Talent. Quite a few years ago I was on Britain's Got Talent and I won David Walliams's Golden Buzzer. It was an incredible period of my life and I'd love to talk to you about it today. There's lots of people that might want to go into the leisure industry, and even though I wouldn't suggest Britain's Got Talent to be the way in, I will talk about other parts of the music industry. So let's go. How did you get into music? Well, I think it's not really how you get into music, it's how music gets into you. I think being in the music industry is something you kind of just can't be without. It's something that music is something that grabs you at an early age. If it doesn't grab you at an early age, go and do something else. That's what I'd say. I'd always played the recorder, instruments. I couldn't even think of anything else to do. The careers people told me to be in the police force and I could be in the admin office, but that just didn't appeal to me at all. And I just worked really, really, really hard. Went to university and got an amazing opportunity to perform with a political singer-songwriter when I was in my 20s, and we went around the world and I worked hard at that. You have to have a very good brain, you have to be polite, you have to have a good work ethic, and your reputation will grow. It's all about your reputation as a person. You can't be a diva. That's completely over the top now. It's completely old-fashioned, something from the olden days really. You've got to be totally professional, and then in any field you will do well. So what are you well known for today? Well, I do write a lot of songs, quite quirky, and my song, the Crumble song, which I got into Britain's Got Talent with, was "Everybody's good at cooking something and I'm good at cooking crumble," like that. It goes on. Anyway, I've written 6 albums of material, and at the moment I'm writing a musical, so that's really exciting. It's a bit hush-hush, so I won't talk too much about that. What would you suggest to young people wanting to get into professional music? Well, I think I've said it really. You've got to work hard, you've got to have a good ethic, work ethic. It's really, really important, and a good mindset, and be incredibly polite and never let your emotions really get hold of you too much. So I hope that's all right. How many hours does it take to become a musician? Well, at university there was violinists that practiced for 8 hours a day. Again, music takes hold of you, so you tend to get lost in the amount of hours that you practice or play with other people. So that's a bit of a strange question really. Just, it is your life. Jimi Hendrix even went to the toilet with his guitar, you know, he was just playing all the time. That's what it is. With everything closed, how would a young person keep developing their music skills? Well, you've got it at home. If you play the guitar, you've got hours and hours in front of you. Get off the internet, get off Fortnite, please, and do something skillful. Anything you're doing, just get the skills, get the skills. It's no good playing games because they don't create, well, they do create skills, but they may not be able to get you a job unless you become a games developer, and that's really good. So what programs or group do you suggest young people go to get training in college? Well, that's a great question. The world's your oyster. When I went to college, I could only do very academical music. But now you can do very practical courses. You can do studio engineering courses. A lot of gals do that as well, remember. And you can do performance courses. You can do lots and lots of things. Whether you'll get a job at the end of it is another thing. But you can study practically right from the beginning, and that's great. I would always suggest that you also do a lot of volunteering and get to just, you know, be fantastically pleasant and get in with a professional mentor. I've been a mentor many times. A guru, for example, someone who will help you along the channels. It's very difficult, you know, out there completely, even being a plumber or an electrician, but being a musician is even more tricky. Let's keep going. Could you tell people about new projects that you're doing? Well, I can't really because it's hush-hush, so I'll do it. What sparks people into getting into music? Well, I've told you all about that. How is your Britain's Got Talent experience, and how would you encourage kids who want to get onto a talent show like Britain's Got Talent? Well, I'd say don't bother. Because basically they get in touch with you, you don't get in touch with them. You can try and get in touch with them, but in the end, they find you from your reputation. So again, it's all to do with reputation, work ethic, what you've done before, and if you've got good social media presence, and whether you're doing festivals and all that kind of thing. I got spotted by producers at festivals and they got me for auditions. When I went on Britain's Got Talent, that was the 3rd time that I'd been on there, so it's not easy. You're plucked at a certain time, and whether you actually even get on is another thing. I would say it's really hard. It's not a career. You don't get paid on Britain's Got Talent. You're meant to pay for everything yourself except for your travel expenses. So don't think of it as a career that way. And lots of people I know have been on Britain's Got Talent and nothing has happened to them at all afterwards. I was very lucky because I got approached by a publisher who asked me to write a book. So I've written the Crumble Lady book, and now I've got a great piece of work, but that only came 5 years later. So things don't happen immediately, and that's, again, happens in any job. So young people recognise you. Could you perform a short piece of your Crumble song? Well, that's it. Everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. In fact, I've got one in the oven. Would you like some? Would you like some? Yeah! I hope you've enjoyed my little chat, and I hope it's given you some ideas about the music industry and other industries. It's all about your ethos, it's all about your personality, it's all about getting out there, it's all about enjoying what you do with lots of passion. It's no good being in anything if you're not passionate about it, and do good work. Good work, that's all that's required. Good work. Don't go sloppy or shoddy. Bye!